A tinderbox of intrigue, the Israel-Lebanon conflict. The Israel-Lebanon conflict is a tangled web of historical grievances and political maneuvering. It's a conflict steeped in bloodshed and shrouded in mystery. Decades of hostility have left deep scars on both nations. Beneath the surface lies a hidden truth, a complex interplay of global powers. This is a story of intrigue, manipulation, and the pursuit of power. It's a story that demands our attention. We must delve deeper to uncover the forces at play. The fate of the region hangs in the balance. The conflict's roots stretch back decades, entangled in the broader Arab-Israeli conflict. Religious and ethnic tensions have long simmered in the region. Territorial disputes further complicate the situation. The presence of Hezbollah, a powerful Shia Islamist political party and militant group based in Lebanon, adds another layer of complexity. Hezbollah's influence and military capabilities have made it a key player in the regional power dynamics. Its relationship with Iran, a major regional power, further fuels the conflict. The fight for control of resources, particularly water and natural gas, exacerbates tensions. These resources are vital for the economic and political stability of the region. Competition for these resources has often led to clashes between Israel and Lebanon. The discovery of offshore gas reserves in the eastern Mediterranean has further intensified the struggle for control. This has added another dimension to the already complex conflict. The involvement of international actors, including the United States, Russia, and various European powers, further complicates the situation. Each nation pursues its own strategic interests in the region. These interests often clash, leading to proxy wars and political maneuvering. The region's strategic location, bordering the Mediterranean Sea and close to vital oil and gas routes, makes it a focal point for global power struggles. The pursuit of influence and control in this strategically important region continues to fuel the conflict. The 2006 Israel-Hezbollah war illustrates complex dynamics. The war lasted 34 days, causing significant casualties and destruction. Israel responded with a full-scale military offensive. The international community condemned the violence. The UN passed Resolution 1701, calling for a ceasefire and peacekeeping force. The war exposed the fragility of peace and deep-seated animosity. Analysts suggest a pre-planned agenda to reshape the region. The war devastated Lebanon's infrastructure and economy. The discovery of vast natural gas reserves in the eastern Mediterranean has added a new dimension to the Israel-Lebanon conflict. These reserves have the potential to transform the region's energy landscape. They also represent a significant economic opportunity for both countries. However, the disputed maritime border between Israel and Lebanon complicates the exploitation of these resources. Both countries claim ownership of a potentially lucrative gas field. The presence of these resources has heightened tensions and increased the risk of conflict. The competition for these resources has become a major point of contention. Negotiations to delineate the maritime border have been ongoing for years, but a resolution remains elusive. The potential economic benefits of these resources are substantial. This makes a resolution even more critical. International energy companies have shown keen interest in developing these offshore gas fields. Their involvement has further complicated the situation. These companies are eager to exploit the region's energy wealth. However, they are wary of the political risks involved. The presence of these companies has added another layer of complexity to the already tense situation. The competition for these resources has the potential to escalate into a full-blown conflict. The stakes are high for both Israel and Lebanon. The international community must play a role in mediating a peaceful resolution. A failure to do so could have devastating consequences for the region. Section 4. Shadows of War. Private military contractors and hidden agendas. The involvement of private military contractors, or PMCs, adds another layer of opacity to the Israel-Lebanon conflict. PMCs operate in the shadows, often with little oversight or accountability. Their presence raises concerns about transparency and the potential for human rights abuses. The use of PMCs has become increasingly common in modern warfare, and their role in the Israel-Lebanon conflict is no exception. PMCs provide a range of services, including security, logistics, and training. They are often hired by governments and corporations to carry out tasks that are deemed too risky or politically sensitive for regular military forces. The lack of transparency surrounding their activities makes it difficult to assess their impact on the conflict. Their presence can exacerbate tensions and prolong the conflict. The motivations of PMCs are often driven by profit rather than national interests. This raises ethical questions about their role in conflicts. Their involvement can blur the lines between legitimate military operations and mercenary activities. The lack of regulation and oversight of PMCs is a major concern. The use of PMCs in the Israel-Lebanon conflict raises questions about who is really in control. Are they acting on behalf of states, or are they pursuing their own agendas? The lack of transparency surrounding their activities makes it difficult to answer these questions. Their presence adds another layer of complexity to an already intricate conflict. Section 5. The Puppeteers, Global Elites, and the Web of Influence. Section 6. Seeking Truth in a World of Deception, a Call to Action.